turn my mic down. My headset down. Alright. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. I believe. I do believe. I just slide that way. Yeah, we're live. We're good. Botrix has correctly joined. Welcome. What's going on, everybody? We are here to design the map for one of these midweek monster mashes. We are not going to be designing the one for this week because we actually already designed it like 6 weeks ago. Because this week we are doing... Oh, I should have pulled this picture up. Hold on. Hold on. The Dunes of Doom. Episode 6, Dunes of Doom. So we actually already have the map made for this one. So I don't need to make this one tonight. So instead, we are going to be making the one for... Is my mic up there? Yeah, okay. We're going to be making the one for a different one. I think we're going to be doing the map tonight for the giant one. Give me 1 second. Let me remember where that giant one's at. It is episodes... What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Hold on. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to TikTok. Towering Terror. That's the map we're going to be making tonight. The map for Towering Terror. DJ Widget, how do you lose a giant? LOL. Yeah, I lost the giant picture. Brew Dude, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, so we're going to be designing the map tonight for Towering Terror. You know what's weird? Oh, there we go. Okay, my YouTube one was way behind. So, yeah, I hadn't come up with a good idea up until right before this. I was thinking, Torto, what's going on? What up, what up? Bruce, it was So, I hadn't thought of a good idea until like right before I started the stream. What I think we're gonna do is make some kind of, because the thing is the giants, right? The giants don't necessarily get along. So why would there be a group of giants collectively in one place to fight the heroes? And I came up with the idea that what if there was like, you know how you have the Eye of the All-Father, which is where everyone went, and that was where they kind of met up with Anam, right? What if we had some big sanctum where the leaders of each type of giant got together to come up with something, come up with plans, whatever that may be. And so it's like a big, maybe rectangular hall, but it's divided into 6 sections, each of which goes by the ordinance, right? So you have the hill giants and the stone giants at the front. What's going on, Brian? And then you have the fire and frost, and then you have the storm and the cloud giants at the end of it. And so it'll be able to, like, it'll have different aspects of each of them. We need basalt columns in there somewhere. We can do that. We can do that. So what I'm thinking, though, is we need to make the room pretty much the size of the right side of this map, right? 8-Bit Rosie, welcome to the stream. So I'm thinking we need to go with the right side here. And let's start, because we're just going to go basic, because I'm going to end up editing all of this anyway. So let's just go literal mansion, and we're going to go, I don't know, give me a hallway. There we go. Hallway. I'm going to let the wall, I just want to keep objects out. The rest of it we're going to do. Here we go. And I think we're going to make it this big. This place is going to be the whole map pretty much. Is that how they were created? I didn't know that. They were created by basalt columns. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I felt my computer there for a second. It started to feel that one. All right. So we're going to bring the door over here, but it is not going to look like this. So what I'm thinking is we are going to have the outside be some kind of nice, yeah, like this, right? I should have probably not put the windows, because now I've got to go delete all of these windows. All right. Little misery business. Paramore, what's up? All right. So I'm going to... Oh, geez. I didn't mean to click that. I was trying to click... Oh, nuts. Nuts. All right. So I got to delete all of these windows, which won't take that long, actually. But I should have told it not to put windows yet, because I'm going to end up putting the windows later. So what I'm thinking here now is we're going to divide this into 6 rooms, one for each type of giant, right? And we're going to have it in the order of the ordning. Norse mythology thought that the basalt columns were created by giants placing them down to cross the seas. Oh, that's pretty cool. I had never heard that before. Also, over on TikTok, let me know if this music's too loud. You guys tend to, unfortunately, I can't see as well for TikTok as I can for YouTube. So let me know if it's too loud. Hopefully it's not. Okay, so now we need to make another room. I'm going to keep the windows out. And we need to divide it evenly, but I don't know how many I made here. 28 does not divide evenly by 3. So I'm actually going to remove one layer of this place so we can divide it nice and evenly. Because we don't want any of the giants to feel outnumbered. So we'll get rid of that. And it may not give us a door back. It did not, but that's okay. We're going to add a door later. Could you lower 8 decibels, please? No problem. No problem. So 8 decibels in percentage, I'm going to guess that's... we're going to go down to 11%. Let me know if that fixed it. All right. So, we are now going to go in 9s. Oh, shoot. I should have had the door. All right. This should be 30, right? Yeah. So, we got 30 here. So, let's go ahead and put our big... We got to have some kind of big ornate door, right? It's got to be massive. Like, they only have double. I want bigger than double. Because these things are huge. This door is cool, but it's not big enough. And I can't scale a door. Oh, wait a minute. Is that 3? Is that 3? It looks like it might be. Interesting. Fire down. Welcome to the stream. We are making a map for a bunch of giants. But all the different types of giants. And each one's going to have their own corner of the room here. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and change this. Alright. We're just going to start on one side of the room. We're going to start with here. This is literally 3. Of course it is. Why would they do that to me? Caitlin, what's going on? The door is 3, but it's not 3 wide. Better, thank you. Got it. Excellent. Because look, here's the middle of the room. Right there. That's middle. Nuts. Alright, so I need to change this door then, even though I like this one. Let me see what else we got. We need a different door, even though that one's super cool. What's this one? That one's 3 also. We either need a 2 or a 4. There's 2. But it's not going to be big enough. So then, theoretically, I could get rid of one side of this map. Ugh. Fine. But it's going to look lame. Alright, hold on. Husband's a CPA. Little bowling pursuit. Ashley, welcome to the stream. Hope you like bowling pursuit. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this in one then. Since we got to change everything. Michael Kotsak, welcome. Hopefully I said that right. I'm sorry if I did not. Okay, now I should be able to get this door in the middle. Excellent. If you're just joining over on TikTok or over on YouTube, we are making a giant encounter map for literal giants. Where the heroes are going to fight every type of giant. So, I'm going to make 6 sections here. This is like a meeting grounds for the giant folk. Alright, so let's go ahead now, and we're going to start with the hill giants. So we have to make a room for hill giants. What do you guys want to see in a hill giant room? Definitely grass turf, right? Gotta be. More natural. Alright, so we are 9 over, 8, 9. Alright, that's hill giant territory. It should put up walls. That's fine. Hopefully it doesn't change those walls. Nice. That's fine. Alright, we can work with that. So, what we're going to do here is change. Just don't mix the fire and ice. Which faction would have basalt columns? I don't know. That's up to you guys. What do you guys think? Sitcoms. Alright, so I can remove these walls now because we're not going to have walls inside. Because this is basically going to be different groups all having their own comforts, and then we'll edit them as is. So, like, for instance, this is the Hill Giants, which, like I said, has to have a grass turf or some kind of natural turf. It could be dirt. We've got, like, moss here. So would the Hill Giant have something like that? Would they have nasty... Is this the one? One of them, that one's too even. Dried earth. Too square. List the giants because I don't know all the groups. We have Hill Giants, so I'm going to do it in the order of the ordinance, the hierarchy of giants. It is Hill Giants, Stone Giants, Frost Giants, Fire Giants, Cloud Giants, and then Storm Giants at the top. And Hill Giants just have, like, gross stuff. They're just gross. So I feel like grass, they're all, like, natural, right? And we definitely got to have some kind of wooden walls for them. So let's go ahead and change the wooden walls. Patchy grass, says Kate. I'm with you. I wish I could color this. When you make a room, they make you use the tiles. And so I could do, like, it just will look like square. Although I could maybe potentially add some... Stone Giants would definitely have basalt. I like that. I could maybe put in some abstracts with different images. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So I'm thinking the Hill Giants would have something like that, right? They'd have something like that. And then we're going to go ahead and make a room. We are going to edit these. So I'm just getting an idea of what this is going to look like. All right. Okay, said oof. 9 by 13. We'll do that one. Right out the window. Rip Chester Benningfield. Is that his name? Chester Benningfield? Is that how you say it? I don't remember. Chester. Alright, so... Although I've heard mixed reviews about, I believe it's a new woman that's singing for them. I've heard mixed reviews about her. So we'll say that Frost Giants are going to go next here. And so for that, we'll go, I think they have ice tiles for artificial, yeah. So the Frost Giants would definitely have something here, right? I like that. And then they'd have, I believe they have an icy wall type too. In like the special, oh, maybe not. Hold on. There's still a chance. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Oh, I thought for sure they had some kind of icy one. Wouldn't be plaster, iron, maybe natural? Ah, there we go. I knew it. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm liking this so far. And then up here, so it'd be Hill, Frost, and then over here would be the Cloud Giants. I don't have a good plan for the Cloud Giants, if I'm being honest. I mean, realistically, I don't have a good plan for any of them. Alright, so there's that. I mean, the Cloud Giants, they'd be elegant, right? They'd have some kind of cool... I don't know. And should the Cloud... No. Let's see, I'm doing 9. And how wide? This will be 3. What's the difference between Cloud and Storm Giants? Picture Storm Giants as, like, Maelstrom in the ocean. And Cloud Giants, like, fluffy white clouds in the sky. So Storm Giants are more ocean than anything. Even though it's Storm, they're in the ocean. I think... Didn't you have, like, fog in the last map? That could look cool. Yeah, I mean, it might not be a bad idea to do, like, a wispy bottom. And then just maybe, like a stone floor that would, like, kind of blend with it. That's not a bad idea. Let me edit this room here. The Cloud Giants and the Storm Giants are going to have... Oh, but that'll be uneven here. No, I think that I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a floor type that's kind of basic. Dragon Reborn, welcome. And Sealand. I feel like they'd be like a nice marble, right? And then the walls, we would do something nice and fancy. Cloudy of sort. I mean, I guess a marble wall, honestly. Where's stone? Stone, give me a nice marble. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Cloud Giant. For sure. For sure. Okay. So we have Hill Giants, Frost Giants, Cloud Giants. Now we go back to the beginning, where we're going to have Stone Giants. I'm never going to hear the words you say. All right. Got to make that where we're going to edit it. Just like you. All right, we'll do that there. Nice. And so the Stone Giants, obviously a rock floor. Obviously. We could definitely go with the dark marble too, Tortle, to give the obsidian vibes. So we could go with like this one. Although those are very shiny. But yeah, I mean, that's got obsidian vibes, right? I can mess with the sun to get it out of the way. I like that. And then wall-wise, I think they have a matching wall. I believe, yeah. Yep. Bingo. All right, so there's your Stone Giants. Now we need to do Chris Ruiz. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are making a giant map where we've got to come up with the different types of giants. This one's the Fire Giants. Now, this one will be interesting because I envision this one similar to what the Stone Giants have, but they're going to have, like, lava going in between. And there's no lava floors. I already checked. There's lava pits. So it might just have to be something similar to the Stone Giants where, let's see, I could do the red. The red marble's kind of cool. You guys think I should go red marble? Would that be Fire Giant-y? Or should I go something like that? Sinrath, I appreciate the likes on the live. And then they could have something like that. Does that look kind of Fire Giant? Carmel Pug, welcome to the stream. All right, so let's go ahead and make this last room. Having fire and ice right across from each other might be a bad idea. Yeah, well, we got to go by the ordnance, the explosive, the ordning, which has them right after each other anyway. So if we're following just that alone, I feel they kind of have to. Now the Storm Giants, looks too similar. Go back to red. Alrighty. Oops. Something like that. And the wall behind it, it looks kind of I don't know. It looks kind of undead. Let's pick a different kind of wall here. There you go. That's kind of got War Room vibes, right? Nothing funnier to see a Spartan get crushed by an ordnance drop and reach. Kate says agree on red. Alrighty. Yeah, Reach I never played myself. I know. That's too fancy for a Fire Giant. Something like that. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of classic castle wall. What do you guys think? Necrotic stone wall? Eh. Nah, I'm thinking classic castle. I don't know. Oh, though, that looks kind of volcanic. Maybe we go with that. All right. What are we going to do for Storm Giants? What kind of floor does a Storm Giant place have? Can we have a hidden Thor's hammer in the storms? That is a funny idea. I like it. I don't think they would be pristine like the cloud giants would. I mean, we definitely got to have some water in it. Like, I'm thinking if I go to the pits, do they just have a water pit? Dark flooring. What's this one look like? That's just a stone pit. All right, we can't do the stone pit. All right, the pit won't work. None of those will work. Natural, there's no water ones or anything. That's just stone. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good one for the storm giants. I don't think they're wood either. Do they have a black and white marble? Let's see. Marble-wise, they have the tiled black and white. They have a lot of tiled ones here. No, they just have the... I mean, they have, like, this one. Which I guess could be cool, because, like, black and white at the top for these two. And then I'm thinking we're going to have, like, an ornate flooring coming in here. This time, smile fades in the summer. All right. We could... all right, what kind of flooring do we want walking in here? Let's figure that out, too. It could be something like this. No, I don't like it. No, don't like it. Maybe just something wooden. The bone tiles are kind of cool, too. I don't know what will be at the end here, but it's got to be something. Nemo, baby, welcome to the stream. All right, let's just start working on a room. I'll figure out those later. Let's start at the hill giants. I feel like we got to have a tree, right? Got to put trees in here. They would feel comfortable with trees. So, and some shrubbery. We're going to make this like a natural feeling room here. Big throne at the end. So I feel like each room's going to have its own throne. But we can definitely have something cool. So... let's go with, I mean, I don't know how tall these rooms are, but I feel like they have to be tall enough to have a tree this size, right? I mean, we gotta make them a little smaller. Be dreaming of you. All right. So we got those. We're gonna have some shrubs. Let's get a natural throne. They have, oh, hold on. Let me go. Okay, this one's definitely going over here. I'm gonna put this here now before I forget. We'll get to that one later. They definitely have like a wicker chair that we can make. There it is. Yeah, we can turn this into a throne for sure. Like a massive... Add mushrooms and dead trees because they're stinky. 100% because they're stinky. Giant footprints is a great idea. I wonder if they have those in the assets store. We'll have to find out. We will have to find out. I think, like, to shrink this down a little. Yeah, so it's, like, kind of low to the ground. So I imagine the hill giant, they're going to be fat. They're going to have kind of stumpy legs. Maybe a trash pile nearby. Or the first basalt pillar could be radiating a magical buff or debuff. That would be sweet. That's a great idea. All right, let me go back to the trees now. They got some fancy mushrooms, but I feel like we got to have some big mushrooms here, right? Make this a little smaller. Pepper these around. Be right back, no problem. Let me go back to the trees here. Not a fey tree, although that one's kind of cool. We want just regular dead-ish tree. Something like this. And put this here. We can put a down log, which I know they have. Yeah, right here. And that can be... Actually, let me take this away and get an actual stump. I know they have a stump as well. There it is. So we can put the stump here. And this will look like the tree that fell from the stump. Although it wouldn't be in the way because they'd have like a walking path, which we'll add. Yeah, put that there. All right, now let's get some other trees in here and some other shrubs and such. A couple of these with the mushrooms underneath. Oh, a stump footrest is a great idea. Let me move this mushroom over a little. Get it kind of visible from the... Oop. Get it visible from the top down. Stump footrest is a phenomenal idea. Oop. Whoa. What happened here? What happened? Ah! I don't know what happened, but it's okay. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Yeah, there's the stump. Bring that down. Yeah. Vines and bushes I'm seeing. I can put vines on the walls for sure. Let's rotate this so it looks like it's facing that way. There you go. Nice footrest. All right, we need some more trees. More trees. But I can do the wall vines real quick. Oops. Rotate that. Put that down here. And definitely like a wall of vines behind here. All right, there we go. And we can just like copy these across. Vines there. All right, we'll put that here. Okay. And then now let's go back to the trees. Woo! We're making them look too clean, I think. What do you guys think? Can there be frosty plants on the border to ice? I don't know. There is a way. Yeah, I'll definitely add more mushrooms for sure. I'm trying to see. I think there's a way. All right, let me put this here for a second. There's a way if I go to the paint. No, if I go to the terrain and I paint. Yeah, see, in the other biome, I'm able to paint like frost. If I did the snowy biome. But unfortunately, I cannot here. Lame. Lame. Yeah, it looks kind of nice to be honest. Now, you got to remember, though, like, this is a place of all giants, right? So maybe they kind of keep this giant in check. Is there a dirt? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Maybe this is where they... All right, hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? We get some, like... Yeah, now we're talking. Tor says, ew. Yeah, and then definitely mushrooms around this. For sure. Because what mushroom doesn't want to grow in some lush compost, you know? Oops. Whoa. Oh. That's kind of cool, but it stands out here. Yeah, we got mushrooms growing out of there. Now we're talking. That's looking pretty gross. And we'll do another little dirt pile to the right. Yeah. Okay, now I do wish, though, like what I would really like to do is actually have a dirt path. But it's not going to let me because this isn't actually ground. So I have to find some kind of dirt asset. See, that's blocks of dirt. I don't need a block. I need, like, a patch of dirt. And I don't think it's going to give it to me. They give me a patch of blood. Thanks. All right. So maybe we can get creative with this. No, it's too round. Too round. Okay, I'm going to have to come up with something good here. Maybe like a walk. Oh, what about like a wooden plank walkway? Oh, yeah, that's right. Hold on. Footprint. I don't want shoes. I want feet. Ah, nuts. Let me see if there's already one in here. Otherwise, that idea is shot. No! All right. Sorry, Kate. No luck. So, if I go the route of the wood platform, though. Let's see. If I go over to here. What was I going for? Where's the platforms at? All right. Structural platforms. I don't want metal, stone, wood platforms. Here we go. So, if I take something, honestly, probably this, and if I send it low, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna move this stump. Like they knocked the stump down. Yeah. Kate says perfect. I agree. I'm liking this. We're going down, down. All right, so we do that. Right? So we got a nice walkway to the throne. And then yeah, like I feel like there needs to be more dirt. And I don't know. I don't know. Definitely more mushrooms. Now I'm really excited because the update to this, Rick, what's going on? Have made it in time. Welcome. Yeah, I just saw you. That's funny. Saw you right before you said that. They are working on you being able to select what you would like to use for a brush. But that's not an option at the moment. But that's okay because we can still paint mushrooms here. I will move these mushrooms. There we go. Nice. Mushrooms everywhere. Ooh, I kind of like them growing up from oh gosh, from in between the plank a little too. Is that a mushroom? What in the world? Kind of cool looking. I feel like that would be back there. There we go. Slide this one, kind of sticking out of that. Bring this one more in the crack, but not in the direct walkway because it would have been stepped on so many times at this point. There you we go. Good. Good. Let's slide this one over here. Welcome, everybody. Karma, Cactus Hugger, Ash, welcome to the stream. We are making an encounter that's going to encompass all different types of giants. We're working on the hill giant area right now. I'm trying to find a good way to work around here. But next we're going to be going to the frost giants. What do we think so far? How does that feel for a hill giant area of the palace here? Do we see hill giants? I think monsters will conquer this map. Yeah, so what Rick's talking about is we're going to see this map in use on one of these Wednesday streams where I stream an encounter between heroes and monsters, and you as the viewers get to actually change the tides of that battle. So maybe you help the monsters, maybe you help the heroes. I don't know. But whoever wins, you get to see it all over the Discord. People make their votes, and there's talk about it and stuff. It's kind of fun. All right, so I could theoretically make another one of these and go underneath of this. But I'm thinking, I kind of want to make it a little smaller. Should I do that? Make like, no, that looks silly. That looks silly. That looks silly. I'm thinking we go right up to it. Oops, and delete that. Stephanie, welcome. Oh, Stephanie's gone. Like stepping stones. Oh, stepping stones is a really good idea, Rick. Kate, you say make it bigger. What do you mean by make it bigger? So let me add some stones here. I like the stepping stone idea. Go under the whole throne. Ooh. Okay, well, hold on. Let me see how we feel about the stepping stones, though. Because we might like that a lot, too. That may be a solid call. Let's do something like this. But look, what if we... Oh, I should add just some boulders anyway. All right, so what if we do something like this? Right? Maybe a little smaller. Bring it up. And then we'll do something like this. Make this smaller. Much. Bring it down here. And then make something like this. Oop, no, don't move it. Whole path could be stone, to be honest. Not a bad idea either. This one looks a little angled. How are we feeling about it? I kind of like it. Welcome to the stream. It's giving village, which fits. I like it. I like it. Welcome, Becca, if you're still here. Sorry, I missed when you said that. I apologize. Maybe make this one a little smaller to make it stand out some, or look a little different. No worries, it's all good. Yeah, I got two chat streams up here, and sometimes like I'll look at one and miss the other, so I apologize. Yeah, it's definitely like it's got village vibes, which I like a lot. Especially for, I like to imagine this isn't like Chief Guh from Storm King's Thunder, for those of you that have played that. But more like, I don't know, a hill giant of respect. Oop, all right, let's keep that there. We're going to turn this one, make it even a little smaller. I told Chris Nurse he's awake. Hold on. All right, there we go. I like that. I like that. Okay, how do we feel for hill giants? Are we vibing with it? Do I need more in it? All right, and I need to... All right. I don't know what I'm going to separate the rooms by, but I think we definitely should have some kind of barrier, whatever that may be. Maybe a half wall. I could go half wall, actually. What do you guys think if I... Where's the walls at? Where's the half? There we go. Yeah, what if I go something like... this between the rooms. What do you guys think about that? Dude, Chris, I'm about to lift you up until you break it. Well, stop. Do these look silly? Should I not do these? How do I get back there to the place that I want? Kate says looks good. All right, let's. I can always come back to the hill giant room. So let's go ahead to the frost giant. Oh wait, I never added any boulders. Never added any boulders. I'm thinking a boulder here. Something like that. And we're not gonna have the same kind. We gotta add a different kind. And a small. I think this fallen tree needs to go over here so I can put the rock over here. Bring it down a little. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So yeah, they gotta hop over the fence to go between rooms or go around. Okay. Definitely need some kind of ice glacier here. Do we have something like that? Ah. Nuts. I thought that's what you were going for in that other room. I was thinking ice-based. Oh yeah. This is definitely gonna be ice-based. The question is, how do I do that without having the... I'm not using the ice biome map. I'm using the grasslands one. So, I don't have access. Rick says, looking good. Appreciate it. Yeah, I wish I had, like, the ice rocks. But I don't. So, I think we could have a statue. I think they have... Okay, here's an ice chest. Actually, I think they have, like, a whole... They got a whole ice thing. Hold on. Let me get rid of this for a second. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, here we go. Hey, there we go. I knew they had some kind of wintry thing here. All right, this could easily be... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get some ice glaciers in here. They don't have, like, another menu. Oh, they get... Yeah, I'm with you. I forgot all about this, to be honest with you. All right, so we need to have a cool walk up. Like this one's got the wooden planks. And I think every one of these things has cool ice stuff to it. Or at least a lot of them. Like benches. Ooh, we could do one of these. Like maybe... Maybe this is like a... Not a coffee table, but kind of a coffee table for in front of the bench. Let me get it centered up here. All right. Yeah. We put it there. We're going to have all these ice things around, which would be cool. I also can add some really cool lighting. Then, what are the other ice things that it has? Let's check out chair. Yeah, I have the Ice Palace chair. That's cool. I don't really need that. Oh, I could do this instead. Should it match? Feels kind of similar to the Sims setup. Chris thought that's what it was at first. Yeah, it definitely has Sims vibes. Oh, Kate said, oh, thought this was going to be the path? Oh, that's not a bad idea either. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait just a daggone minute. How are we feeling for like that being a path? Do we like that? Because that could definitely be the path, and then I could put this table here. Oh, maybe. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm thinking we go like this, this. All right, I should go top down to really line this up here. I can fix the table in a minute. I think I'm going to have to fix the chair also because it doesn't look very centered. Alright. I use Sims to finish my basement, says Rick. Alright. What are we thinking about that? And then I could put one more back under the chair. And then I could center the chair like it should be. Slide the chair over. How are we feeling about it? I recreated my house layout and played with it a bit. That is hilarious. Kate says very fancy. I feel like that's pretty ornate for a nice frost giant section in the palace. And then I think we could definitely have the ice chest next to this thing. Right? Oh, I probably should have some kind of ice chest for the hill giant as well, too. Or some kind of chest, sorry. For the hill giant as well. Definitely not as nice. Not as ornate by any means. And the chests are here. Storage chests. Yeah, something like this. Oh, should it be like in the dirt? I'm thinking it should be on the dirt. Yeah, how do you feel about that? Yeah. What are the other two rooms themed or still working on ideas for those? So, yeah, so for those of you joining in either on TikTok over on or over on YouTube, this is basically one big palace where the 6 giant factions will meet. So you have 6 giant factions. It is Hill, which is the grass one, Stone, Frost, Fire, Cloud, and Storm Giants. And that's the ordinance too, or ordning. That's how high, that's their ranking system. They're never together. They don't like each other. So this is a place where like the leaders of them meet to discuss whatever that may be. They have their comfortable areas, and then they go their separate ways. So for this Wednesday, they're all going to be fighting the heroes. The heroes are going to be fighting 6 different types of giants. But I have to make a place where it makes sense that all the giants would be together. Oh, whoops. I didn't see the other ones. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. We're all here hanging out. No apologies necessary. All right. Back to here. Clump of snow. We got to have for sure in like different places. Now I get it. Not a problem. Not a problem. All right. There's that. What is this? Is this like a glacier? I kind of like, oh gosh. I kind of like the idea of frosty areas. Do they have ice sculptures? That's what I was looking for earlier. Statue. I think they do. Yeah, this one. So I'm thinking what, like here? Ooh. Basically, I'm thinking, like, remember in, it's coming together. Yeah, it is. I'm liking it. Remember in the Pokemon games when they would go to a gym and then you had, like, different random people you'd run into? Just imagine that. Like, you're walking through the gym and you're fighting all the different people before the leader, which I guess technically the leader is the Storm Giant. I think that's the only ice sculpture. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I like this guy. He's kind of cool. Little ice gargoyles at the front. I need an ice block. Hold on. Let me go back down to here. I learned the road today. I saw a black sticker on a Cadillac. I'm thinking right there. We raise this up. Oh, that looks cool. That looks cool. And it looks like he's actually kind of on it. I need to make this a little bit bigger. Shrink it some. Bring it over. Oh, yeah. Kate says that's dope. I like this a lot, actually. I'm a big fan. Rick says that's perfect. Yeah, he fit on well. I wish... The only problem is I can't mirror an object. I wish that I could. Because I'd like to mirror him and have him facing the exact opposite way. But unfortunately, I cannot. Unless they had the opposite of him already. Yeah, mirroring would be awesome. I believe that's something that they've talked about already. I could use this one. He looks a little more... what's the word I'm looking at here? Not balanced. There's a word. One of you is going to say it. I'm going to feel like a dunce. Symmetrical. Oh, Rick, I said it right when you did. It's okay, though. Full credit to you. You got it first. Drop him on. Oh, sorry. Children's channel. Dang, my fingers weren't fast enough. Kate says I type slow. Well, glad you all could think of the word that I couldn't in like 2 seconds. Alright. Now, we got to get... I think this one needs to slide over a tad. Also, YouTube, this is not a children's channel. I didn't mean that. Don't think I'm saying this is a children's channel. Then there's a whole bunch of stuff I gotta worry about. Alright, we got some statues. I need to have some more subsequent curses in this one too, so careful. Yeah, good call. Classic. Alright, every Monday stream, at least once, I'm playing Smash Mouth. Family friendly, just not a kids channel. Exactly. And they do differentiate those. Get rid of this now. On her forehead. Like, I definitely need a few more of this stuff. Make that a little bigger. Add another one. Cool. Nope, not this one. We already added one of these. See, these look different. I feel like I need to choose one or the other. And I like these ice sculptures better. Or these types better. Mo Road. It's a cool place. But the mini man begs to differ. The ice we skate. My world's on fire. I have a 6-hour drive home tomorrow, and I think you're helping with the playlist. You're welcome. 6 hours. Whew. I mean, it's definitely doable. Don't get me wrong, but man, that is a drive. It's just Smash Mouth on repeat. That's all you need. Minneapolis to Kansas City. I've never been to either, so I can't say I know what the drive's going to be like. But I imagine, maybe not fun, if you will. But you can imagine that you're driving with Shrek. Not looking forward to the drive when we make the movies. Yeah, well, how long is that going to be, Widget? I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess. Let's see. I'm going to guess 16 and a half hours. And that is literal wild guess. I'm pulling that out of nowhere. So it may not even be close. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. About 2,100 miles broken up into 4 days. Okay, that's a lot of miles. That is a lot of miles. Ugh. I'm not saying that I'm happy you're doing that. I'm just saying I'm happy that I'm not doing that. Whew. Bring that up and then bring it down. Cool. A little snow there. See, this snow looks a little too round and fluffy. What do you guys think? Yeah, I just need like some snow cover. And doing this drive with 2 kids under 6, a dog, and 3 cats. If we survive, I'm making an Oregon Trail style RPG to commemorate it. That's hilarious. Yeah, what if I go big here? See, it's just so round. No, I think the snow goes. No, thank you to a family drive that long. Everlong. All right, now I think we need a few more, actually, before I get crazy, because we're going to do some lighting, too, which would be fun. I would like to know what I did last week to get the surge of TikTok views that I did. I don't know what did that. Or why that happened. All right, I'm kind of liking that. I'm liking that. Although, oh, wait. This is... Oh, I didn't think about this. Was it the map build or the battle? It was the map build. And I don't know what I did. I was just building a map, and all of a sudden, like, I had, like, 25 viewers at all times, and they were just, like, rolling through. Alright, so what I'm seeing is a problem. It's okay. I'll keep it there. Yeah, I just don't know where it came from. Alright, we'll leave that like that. So, a giant is 3x3 technically. And this chair does not look big enough. What do you guys think? That looks not even close. Let's go ahead and make this bigger. I think it needs to be that big. I'm thinking this needs to go here. That looks big enough for a huge creature to sit in. Alright. But this one needs to go way up then. Way up. If they are 3x3, can they traverse to the exit? So that's the thing. I couldn't get a door big enough, unfortunately, and I can't scale. Wait, can I scale it? No, and I can't scale it, which is lame. I guess theoretically I could just get rid of. All right, you may have. Hold on. What I could do. What if I just made this an arch? I don't really have a good arch, but let's see. It just doesn't really match, though. That's the problem. But I could do something like that if I had a fancier arch. Well, what if... Hold on. Let's undo that. What if I use something like this? I could do something like that. How do we feel about it? How do we feel about it? Or I could even use the, this one. Get real fancy. Because I can play with the terrain there. Yeah, like this is a pretty wicked entrance. I'm definitely gonna have to play with the sun here. It feels like being alone. All right, I'm thinking that we can probably leave this one as is. That's not bad. It's not bad. Now, Kate had an idea. Let me... So she was saying put these wisps back. A nice wispy ground. Oh, see, I got to make sure not to do that. Which means I'm going to have to do a bunch of tiny ones. Which is going to be... All right. I'm going to wait for the clouds if I decide to do that. Because they're going to get in the way of everything I try and put down. I'm learning over time here. Can you help me? They would sit on a very ornate chair, I feel like. Oh, this one's definitely Fire Giant, right? Gotta be. Gotta be. It's nice and red. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta really be aware of handling those, and the maker wouldn't want to be a careless whisper. I feel like I need to play... Isn't Careless Whisper also a song? I feel like I need to play that just because of that. Let's see. A stone one won't be hard. That'll be this one, right? Make that massive. That's a nice big stone chair. For a stone giant. Where is the middle? Okay. And bring this back. All right. Oh, wow, that's huge comparatively. But is it small compared? I think the Fire Giant one needs to be bigger. There we go. All right. Does that still look too small? Compared to those, I need like a... There we go. All right, this is kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. This is turning out way cooler than I thought it was going to be. I think Cloud Giants should be raised above the clouds. Like the chair, it's like... See, so the Cloud Giants are fancy. So I feel like something like almost this, but in white, would be... Can I... No way I can change it. Oh, I can, but not white? No way! Why? Why are they going to go and censor me like that? So then I could do something like these for a Cloud Giant, which honestly, it doesn't look comfy, but it kind of... It's got, like, fancy Cloud Giant vibes to it. And I could put a... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Wait. We can make it fancy. Eh? How's that for a cloud giant? Woo! I like it. It's the little things. It's the... Although, I mean, the barracks gonna land. But it's the little things. Does it look big enough? I think it does. I think it does. We need to bring it a little off the wall. I gotta bring the others a little off the wall, too. Bring this down some. There you go. There you go. Should I should bring these a little forward, right? Just a little. Poison rationality. They shouldn't be touching the walls. Okay. Alright, this is looking pretty sweet. Oh, you know what would be cool? For the storm giants, like a giant clam. Oh, I also need a new wall for these guys. What's a storm giant wall? It's definitely not wood. Is it stone? For a storm giant? Oh, don't you do that to me. It's not like a marble-y either. Oh. I say it every time. Anime theme song. Find an anime it doesn't work with. You won't. I don't think wood. I don't think. What do you guys think? Is he fancy? So the storm giants are the top of the top. King Hecaton. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't think it really vibes. Well, no, maybe it does. Hold on. I'm not going to say that. Stone, but kind of rough-hewn like an underwater cavern. All right, let's see what they got. Also, I think that we need to go fancier with these half walls. I will say it doesn't vibe. All right. And I will accept it. I will accept what you say. We need cooler half walls. It can still be the same stone, but fancier. This is nice. Live and let live. Or, actually, the black's kind of cool. What if I did this between all of them? I don't think that works because I did the outside, this, like, plastery wall type. Alright, that's fine. I like that one. I like that one. Oh, I shouldn't do that, though, because I gotta... Hold on. Yeah, I'm cool with these. Okay. Alright. So, we're saying stone, but kind of rough-hewn like an underwater cavern. Okay. So, let's see what we have for rough-hewn stone. Like an underwater cavern, like something like that. Although that's a little... Hold on. There's a more natural looking stone, isn't there? Where is my scroll wheel? There it is. Probably not that, I imagine. Oh, here's just straight rock. I'm coming with you. I don't know. What do you... I mean, we'll probably add some water to it, too. Ruin walls? Probably isn't going to be it. Skeletal won't be it. Special definitely won't be it. And natural, they have ice, which we used already. And the hedge takes up both, so we can't do that one. So... Oh, we're done on the right. No, definitely wouldn't be metal. Definitely not metal. Although the copper could be kind of cool. Nah. Nah. Guys, I need an underwater wall. How do I ask them for that? What about like that? Like I'm thinking like underwater like wood, like waterlogged wood. But I don't think that they had wood in their caverns underwater. What is this? Whoa. What does that say? Necrotic stone wall. I don't know. What do you guys think about necrotic stone wall? Well, in the meantime, let me find a giant clam. Kate says I like that one. All right. Because I'm thinking a giant clam would be a really cool seat. Oops. Steam Workshop, browse assets. Come on. Have a giant clam. Please. No. No. All right, hold on. Maybe a shell? Shell? Oh. Oh, could any of these? Oh, none of these look like a chair. But if you want to use wood, what about making it look like the inside of a sunken ship? That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay. All right, let's go off that premises for a second. Could make one of the shells a backboard for a chair. That's a good point. That's a good point. They definitely have some cool dark wood that could be ship vibes. And then I need like a porthole wall. Walls with... Or I need walls and then I can put a porthole in it. Could make... Okay, yeah, I read that. Yeah, okay. Wood. Where was the one I just had? Which one was that? That was this one. Okay, so does this have inside of a ship vibes so far? I think we need a lighter colored wood for the floor. I think. But you guys tell me what you think. Stone, wood. Oh no. Go to the floors. Wood. Got nothing but faith and hope. These are just darker, right? Yeah, never mind. They might not have... These are too light, I think. Oh, no, it wouldn't be that anyway. Back. All right, I'm feeling like Crystal Atlantis vibes too if he's fancy. So, there is... I gotta find the window. There is this sweet window I saw them use on Dungeon Alchemist the other day. And it was around... Yeah, it was this. All right, look at this thing. And look what you can do. Oh. Yeah, you can open it up like that. Huh? That's pretty cool. Did they have another? Oh, yeah, I think it was this one there. Was it? No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Is this the one that had color to it? Oh, no, that wasn't it. But that one's super cool. Okay, so it's this one. But they definitely had, like, a color. And I don't know how they had the color. But that window stays. All right, now, shell seat. How are we going to do this? So you're saying shell is like a backrest. I couldn't even recognize my friends. So maybe like this one? Or, well, probably just that one. Or this one could be a cool seat. I'm going to bring in both. Because they could kind of sit on that too. Like that might be an option. I wonder why. But I don't think it feels throne-y enough. Falling out the sky. Now let's pull this one up. Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? So Kate's saying this could be like the backboard of a seat. If we decide to go that route. I mean, we don't have to use this shell. I was just testing a theory here. All right. So I don't think I liked that. What am I looking at here? I like the tentacles. Whoa. What even is this? Holy cow. That's kind of cool. All right. We're going to come back to that because where am I even at right now? What is this? Animals. That's animals. All right. I got to remember animals because that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see what kind of fancy throne. Does this seem... I'm in and out today, BRB, LOL. No problem, widget. All good. No, this is too... But it's kind of ornate, like a treasure. Ah. Doesn't vibe, does it? Doesn't vibe. Let's go to the thrones here. None of these are what we're looking for here. So let's go to chair. That's going to have 1 million, I'm sure. 88. Anything fancy I could use as a cool Storm Giant's throne. Need an Adirondack chair. Oh, there's one. Nice. I was just kidding. I'm not using that. Shoot. All right. I mean, I feel like this could be a pirate captain's chair, right? Like if he had a big old desk in front of him. And cloud giants are very minimalist. Okay. All right. I'll get to those. Let's go to the stone giants. Bring it down some. All right. Bring it up some. Okay. These are for sure going to have rocks. All the blood in my head. Now I feel like... Let's go to the flooring. We could have a fancy schmancy flooring that goes up to them. That looks stone. Bending over backwards to relate. Not artificial though. We want natural stone. And I feel like I could almost outline this walk up. These need to be a little more centered, don't they? They definitely do. Definitely do. Okay, that's better. Okay, now for this one, I feel like we can line the walkway with some kind of cool, I don't know, like a cool stone. We could do stone lighting. Like some cool stone braziers or something. Candles, torches, ceiling lights, wall lights, pillar, pillar, pillar. Lanterns probably aren't it. No. So it would have to be some kind of torch. And these torches are cool. I need a top down here. Top down view. Okay. There and here. We'll add lighting elsewhere as well. Okay. He's got to have a chest. Let's go over to the storage. Storage, chest. No, it's furniture. Cupboards. There we go. Chest. I need like a nice stone chest. Think they'd have one of those? No. Not a crate. Okay, Avril. Little Avril Lavigne. Rick, add it to the playlist. I feel like this one would be good for the fire giant. A little more steampunk. All right. Okay. What is this? Oh, necrotic lantern? That's pretty sketchy. Alright, we could definitely add some stalactites. Okay. Make it feel a little more caverny, right? Because that's where they live. They live in the caverns. They yearn for the mines. Anybody see that new Minecraft movie yet? It was, when I saw the review, it was not what I expected. Or not the review, I'm sorry. When I saw the preview, I didn't know what to expect. It was not what I was expecting. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, I never did find the stone chest. Storage was where? Storage. Crates. I'm not going to find what I want there. Pottery. Most likely not, unless they've got square pottery, which they do not. Let's browse the old Steam Workshop. Browse assets. If I search stone chest, oh, medieval wooden chest. Oh, a little drum break. Alright, no stone chest. I see Chinese chest. No. Not gonna do a sarcophagus for a stone chest. Mimic, no. I don't really know what I'm looking for here, but I'm looking for a chest that would be stone. That can't be that hard, right? Sci-fi box? No, thank you. Nope. Okay. So I'm just going to have to go with some kind of regular chest. So be it. So be it. And the one I will go with is... I mean, I kind of like these, but they're very ornate. The nautical chest is going over here. Okay. Got a nautical chest, which I may put that in the corner. We don't want them to be so basic, you know? According to plan. So then probably this one, I guess. This one I can surround with rock. And I can actually put it on a rock too. Let's do that. Let's do that. Rocks. We'll do this. Build it up, bring it down a little. Send this up so it's resting on it. Let's see. All right, and then we'll just like rock around it. Rocking around the stone giant's chest. Perfect. Oh. Oh, come on. That there. And take this, duplicate it, rotate it, shrink it, whip it, whip it! Anymore. I need to shrink this a little bit more. Bring it up. Bring this to like there. Okay. All right, let's see how that looks. I would like to bring this down here. Lost it all. Okay. It's Tina Simmons. Welcome to the stream. See you tapping that like. New skill acquired. What up? All right. So we are rocking with the stone giants here. I feel like that's a good place to leave it for now. I should put some of the regular torches for the hill giant over here. Hey, sending the rose. Thanks. It's Tina Simmons. Appreciate you. Rick says I like that walkway. Yeah, I like it too. It's definitely, this has stone giant vibes. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. This side does have hill giant vibes. All right, let me move this lighting. I'm tired of the shadow already. I don't like it. Bring this way. There. So that way, it's out of the way. Okay, now I think that we need to add some regular torches here, which are these guys. Yeah, this has more hill giant vibes, and I think we're gonna make them imperfect, right? We're gonna and kind of sporadic, because they wouldn't have it. They wouldn't have it, you know, nice and organized like the stone giants would. Oh, Nickelback. Hated for no reason. Hot take. Hot take. I concur, says Rick. Yes, a man of good taste. I will defend Nickelback forever. All right, we will put some torches on the walls and such. I've been wrong. I've been down. All right, so now there is some fancy snow lighting here for these guys, some Arctic lighting. Yeah, it's these. Now, I'll have to put, you're going through my teenage playlists. Yeah, I usually just click Blink-182 and have it go from there. All right, so that lighting's going there. I need to add some columns into here so that I can add some more lighting. So let's go to the ice column, which I know they've got in here. Yep, there we go. So we'll add a column here and here and I probably shouldn't add it in front of the statue though. Ooh, what do I want to do about that? I feel like the giants are so big. These need to be a little farther over or something. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Let's bring her over here. Bring her over here. And then... Okay. Okay. Now, I need to put a column somewhere here to light it up. But I need to make sure it's not in the way of this 3x3. I guess we'll just put this here. All right, and then let's slide this over. Slide that to here. Ben, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. All right, slide this and that. Bring the snow under. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the lighting. I guess I could put the lighting theoretically on the... Yeah, I know that it goes on these here. Do I have that backwards? I do. Yeah, it's supposed to go... What? Stick to the column. Stick to the column there, mate. Come on. All right. We've got it there. Here. And here. So we've got some cool snowy lights. Now, I could also put them on these. And that'll be a little bit more of an organic... Oh, I should slide these, though, so that it's not in the way of the statues. All right. Yeah, I'm going to slide it. Ooh, Angels and Airwaves? Is that right? Angels and Airwaves? Oh, let's go. Let's go. I did go to an Angels and Airwaves concert. Actually, was it Angels and Airwaves? Or did they open for somebody? I'm not going to finish the story because I don't know if what I say is true. I don't remember who, but I saw Angels and Airwaves live one time, and they were so good. Okay. Yeah, so they've got some cool lighting now. They've got lighting, they've got lighting. Okay. We are on to the Fire Giants. Oh, I can make this wall now. Which is going to be... It was this one, right? Yes. Okay. Now, we are on to the Fire Giants. Now, the Fire Giants, I downloaded this cool lava statue the one time. But first, I think we need to make a lava pit. And I think the lava pit is going to outline the walkway. Huh? Huh? So, let me go to the flooring. Pit. Lava pit. Right here. Lava canal, sorry. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Lava here. And then maybe, you know, all right, that's pretty cool already. Okay, so he's got the lava surrounding him. I know I downloaded this lava statue. I know I did. Also, there's some cool dragon eggs there. There we go. There we go. And I think this needs to come up here and be double the size. Yeah. Let's center it. Okay. So we got the lava statues. We got lava floor. Rick says symmetry? Yeah. There's no way I could not. There's just no way. Okay. Now, I like the lava egg. We could for sure have a lava egg on the side. Maybe prop it up in like a little rock. All right, hold on. Oh, definitely some of this like black obsidian colored rock. Yeah. Okay. Now the only thing I need to do is make sure that it looks like, oh my god. Make sure it looks like it can't fall off. It's got to be, yeah, there we go. Griff Collects, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy to have you. I hope that I'm remembering the right person. I'm pretty sure I remember you from last week. Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I remember you because we talked about what you collected. And if I remember correctly, it's kind of like a little bit of everything. All right. And we'll bring this over here. So the map that we're making this week is essentially, we have all 6 giant types. Okay, we have, in the order of the ordning, we have the hill giants, the stone giants, frost giants, fire giants, which I'm working on now, and then we have cloud giants, and then the storm giants. And so all of these giants don't like to work together. So it makes no sense for them to be together. However, the battle we're going to be doing Wednesday on live stream for everyone to come in and watch and be a part of is going to be against all types of giants. So I had to think of a way to make them come together. So I made this palace thing here that I envisioned. They come together, the leaders of these clans come together to make big decisions, and this is the only place they'll come to. And they all got to design their own corner of the place. And then now we're going to have our heroes fight them all. So now we're working on the fiery side, and we're putting a little dragon, fiery dragon egg here for fun. Now I do like this walkway. I'm a fan of it. It looks a little bare. We definitely need some lighting. So we got to go to the wall torches here. Wall mounted. And I feel like because they're very, what do you use to make these maps again? I use Dungeon Alchemist. It's a 3D map making tool. It's called Dungeon Alchemist. And I'm going to be giving it away. I actually just sent my proposal on how I'd like to give it away to Dungeon Alchemist. So as long as they're cool with it, I have a fun way that I'd like to give away the version that they're giving me to give away. So if it interests you, look out for that. Gonna be super cool. Not the clay lantern. I want like the, oh, there we go. I want like a very metallic one. Oh, this one's sick. This is the one. Right over the lava. Heck yeah. Make it a little bigger. Oh, I can't make these bigger? For real? All right. Then I feel like, definitely I'll keep an eye out. Yeah. Rick saying yeah? No, I'm hyped. I cannot wait to give it away. It's going to be a lot of fun. Griff Collect said in a heartbeat. Thank you so much. You definitely don't have to do that. Definitely don't have to do that. I like just hanging out. But I appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. I feel like I'm not utilizing the space over here like I should be. Away. Oh, wait. I think there's a grate. Hold on. Where's that at? I think it's... Is it yeah, here we go. So, what if I did this? And now it looks like it's going under the grates. But now I can utilize this space. I don't know what I'm going to utilize it for. What would they use? I have no idea. What's everyone else got? They've just got like some natural stuff. I feel like a workbench would be nice. Like almost like a war room table, you know? Like I could do something like this, but I don't think that it would be wood. I think I want like a nice stone one. Or I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that look? And then I feel like a weapon rack. Because these guys are very industrial. I'm envisioning the fire giants as very industrial. They like to constantly be thinking out the war ahead. I do kind of like this table, actually. This desk, I mean. I think it needs to be just slightly smaller. How do you guys think that looks? What are we thinking about that? Slide it back some. There we go. Okay. So we put that there. And maybe not a weapons. Okay. Maybe we make it. No, they would all have their weapons. Okay. Let me get a weapon rack. Or what's the... Oh, what about a furnace? Like a forge is the word I'm looking for here. Does that look a little silly? All right, I think I need like big paper here. Like, these are definitely their war plans. I think the forge is fitting. Okay, all right, it stays. It stays. Put like this here. Then what if we had like an open one? I guess this one. This, oops, I didn't mean to make two, but we gotta blow it up because this is giant sized here, right? And then definitely some kind of book. Maybe not that one though. This one. It's got to be a big book. Giant size we're talking here. Turtle! What up, what up? Hey, you missed it. Daisy was here earlier. All right. How's that for a fire giant section? Oh, I'm liking this. I am liking this. I think these two need to be a little bigger. Sick. Let me put this here. There. Okay. All right. So now they have two statues versus these lava pouring statues. I like that. These two don't really have statues, but that's okay. They're the lower. In the ordering, they're the lowest. Oh. Little basket case. Welcome, user, to the stream. All right. So for the cloud giants, they're going to have... Where's my basalt? Okay. We are here. Look, I went with like a... Okay, hold on. We could still do it. So I was... Let's look at the columns. So it could be that I use... Like... What color is basalt? Is that white? Or is it black? Because we've got a couple column options here that I could use. I'm cracking up. So is... Alright, it's black usually. Okay, so... How do we feel about that column? And then I could put this fittingly in between each of these torches. He said my life's a bore. 'cause it's bringing it down. Sometimes I give my... There we go. How do we feel about it? Basalt columns, baby! Probably should be way bigger. Yeah. Probably should be like that big. Which means these should probably be way bigger also. Alright, I gotta go back and fix that in a second. But these should be way bigger. Alright, so I need to adjust these. I probably should make the torches bigger too, huh? Everything should be bigger. No, they're okay. They seem short. They seem small. Nuts! Alright. So I gotta slide this out. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Alright, bring this over here. Set it up. Oh no! Alright, bring this. Put this here. Okay. Okay. Delete these. Put these back. Good there, good there. Oh, did I go the right distance? I think I did. I will find my way. I can go the distance. Maybe I didn't. That doesn't seem right, does it? Let's see. Maybe. I might be able to make this work. Details looking good. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm thinking this column's cool. Maybe not necessarily from the top down. It's a little bit... Well, no, that's okay. I think they seem a little much from the top down. Do I have a skinnier pillar from the top? It is not. No, that's too ornate. Yeah, I think that first couple were probably my best options. They're just so big. Alright. So we need to find out how big it needs to be, which from the side, it needs to be like that big. But from the top, that's huge. Right? Am I wrong? Alright, bring this here. There. And there. And here. And here. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. Alright, that's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. That's pretty awesome. They don't have any... These can be a little bigger. They don't have any columns over here. I don't think they need any. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. And then this column's better. It's not nearly as wide. I will make it a little bigger though. And then we'll copy that over here. That's fine. And we'll put this one here. And then we'll put it over here. And we need to slide this one over. I'll fix all that in a second. offspring. I imagine offspring doesn't say nice words. Okay. That's cool. Now, oh, no way you're not going to let me select this. No way. All right. All right. Fix it, Dungeon Alchemist. I want to select that. That is poopy doo-doo, for lack of more appropriate words. All right. Let's fix it now. So this goes here. Zoop. This can go here. Zoop. Run, baby, run. This can go here. And this can go here. Okay. And then we can still add lights. Such vulgarity, clutches pearls. Oh. Alright, let's see. Does it put it in the right place? Why can I not scale these? I would really like it to be able to scale. I would very much like it to be able to scale. So I saw they have a thing out right now. It's called like Crit Awards or something like that. What was it called? Oh, I can't mess up like that because then I can't fix it. Where they have like TTRPG creators being voted on. Like you can go nominate creators. I think it's for like 50 categories. So I was thinking about I scroll through YouTube nights that I'm like working on Satchemon stuff or stream stuff. I was thinking about just going through and throwing in some of their names because I think it'd be fun. They have one for like newer creators and stuff. But it'd be cool if like I happen to nominate one and they win something. I met one yesterday because a lot of times they don't respond back. Like I'll talk to them in the stream, but they don't actually say anything. But I met one yesterday. It was 8 dads playing D&D, and they responded the second I said, hey. I thought it was super cool, so I watched them for a while. I feel like I could throw them on there. All right, we've got lights up top. We got lights. Okay, that's good. I don't think we really need columns here. But, what do you guys think? Should I put a column here? Because I could do that, this guy. I think it's good without the columns. All right. Yeah, I think that crowds it. You're right. You're right. Okay. So now the cloud giants. I think that this might be their walkway. So I'm going to have clouds on the outside. So I'll have stuff like this. I'm not going to do it yet because it's really going to bog down the process when I do it. But I think I'm basically going to have these all over this side. Know what I mean? And so the walkway will be there. Straight up the middle. Back for the rest of my life. Although I should have did that because now I got to go backspace all of them. So we'll have the walkway up. I think we should have some nice pearly white columns. Get rid of that and that and that, and that. Okay. User, welcome to the stream. We're gonna put some pearly white columns in. Column. Where are the white columns at? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, something like these. Although those don't look very marbly. There we go. This is what we're looking for. Could do a nice thick one like that, a little Roman style. Kind of goes with the chair too. Or we could add in one of these. I can only think of Olympus here. I think that's kind of what I'm envisioning as well. I think I agree, Rick. Oops. So if we put this here. Oops. That wasn't centered. I'm thinking round. One of these guys. Maybe. I don't like that one. Don't like that one. Maybe square. Square's the way to go. Although that's doesn't go up very high. I don't think I care for that one. It just doesn't look even. Are there any other? Oh, this one looks like it matches that a little bit more. But again, it's so wide at the top. Ooh. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Bam. Bam. And that'll have like clouds surrounding it. Now, I never did pick a chest for this one. Oh. Easy. Oh no, the skull's there. Why they gotta have a skull on there? I don't think we want the gold one though. Ah, nuts. Ah, nuts. So, then would the best option be this gold one? No, the best option is this one. But it's got a skull. Why? Oh, actually, I could just turn it. Yeah, I'll just turn it. There we go. That's fine. Alright. So we make the walkway with the clouds. We need some lighting. Like, we almost need, like, floating orbs. Almost like sunlight floating there. Maybe in the magic? Let's see. Will there be a floating orb? What is this? Crystal sphere. No. We have this one. Oh, yeah, you know what? And I can change the color of this one. Yeah. Doesn't really give off light, though. I don't think. Now that I'm thinking about it, don't believe it gives off light. These do, and I can adjust the intensity. Should I just have, like, floating orbs going around? I guess I can put the clouds in now. Ugh. I don't really want to. Try to make this happen. Nothing's always gonna save me. Looking for some life. Looking for something that'll make it burn out right. Geek Ledger, hello! Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. How's it going? Is this Vigil VTT? This is actually, I'm assuming you meant Sigil. Are you talking about the yeah, okay, got it. That's okay. No, this is not. Actually, this is it's called Dungeon Alchemist. I would not say that it's the same because it's not a VTT. It's just a 3D map maker. But I know Sigil was boasting a big, like the fact that they were also a map maker, not just a VTT. I know they were boasting that pretty large. So this is a really good alternative for that aspect of Sigil. And fun part is I'm actually going to be giving one away here in a short period of time. I'm working with Dungeon Alchemist now. They are reviewing my idea on how I want to give it away, and as long as they're cool with it, I'll be posting about that. So if you're looking for a fun map maker and this interests you, just keep an eye out. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Just a temporary escape. Are you a dungeon master yourself, Geek Ledger? I need to not have this go out of the map. And I did. Of course I did. It's hard to do. See, working with the fog is rough. Not yet. Currently world building for my first campaign as a DM. Excellent. Welcome to the world of DMing. There are not enough DMs in the world, so I welcome thee. And we have a really good community, especially a couple people here that have been DMing for a while. So if you ever need any help or have any questions, feel free, reach out. One of the best ways to keep with the possibility of a Dungeon Alchemist giveaway is to join the Discord. Yeah, I'm really bad at selling myself, Widget. I should be saying that. Yeah, over in the Discord is where I kind of talk about all the stuff that we're doing, the streams that we're doing, and stuff like that. We got a lot of fun stuff over there, and that's where the really good community I was talking about we have is. So, a lot of people over there definitely willing to help with anything. Why? Right now we're building a map for a meeting with all of the giants. All the different kinds of giants who clearly don't get along very well. So, D&D Beyond has a 2D VTT called Maps. So that should be cool to mess around with. Also, I want to try Sigil as well, especially since Wizard of the Coast debunked the whole Sigil is dead thing. Yeah, I've heard both sides. I don't know what the deal with them is at the moment. So it sounds like you're a little more in tune than I am. So they are not going away. Is that my understanding? I don't know if I want to do the big ones here. I would really like to get these all the way up to the edge of the wall, but I can't. Not without going outside of the wall. Although I guess you don't see the outside of the wall now that I'm thinking about it. When I copy the map, you don't see it. Or when I export the map, you don't see it. So I guess theoretically, should I move these forward one? No. Maybe. Because I want a little more space in front of this. So if I move that forward, get rid of this one, move this back, and just have 4 pillars. How's that look? 4 pillars is fine, right? Yeah, 4 pillars is fine. The LinkedIn post that started the whole thing was misinterpreted. The project lead was fired and said 90% of his team was laid off. Was not the entire dev team working on Sigil. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, that's good. I know they had a lot of stuff planned. All right. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a shot. D&D Beyond is actually one thing I've never tried, or really used. I know occasionally, like when I Google a monster or a type, it automatically pulls up D&D Beyond because it's Dungeons and Dragons. But I've never actually like made a character on there or anything like that. So I don't know too much about them or the website or anything. But Sigil sounds pretty sweet. We don't know how many were on his team or how many are on the entire development team. So say 100 people are working on Sigil, and the dev team that was laid off was 9 people out of a 10-person team. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, that sounds like a PR nightmare that I'm glad I don't have to work with. All right, so they've got some little cloud. I like the cloud spilling over into the frost giant territory. What do you think? I think it looks a little natural going through the fence like that. And I feel like they're very elegant. There's not much to the cloud giant way of things, you know? Maybe a couple banners. Let's see what kind of banner they have. Yeah, we could do something like these. Oh, a little more Blink-182 at the rock show. Nuts. Nuts. Here we go again. Hanging out behind the club on the weekend. Acting stupid, getting drunk with my best friend. Right there. A little higher. Little higher. I know I asked TikTok earlier. YouTube, how is the sound? Is it too loud? You guys good? And color-wise, I kind of feel like the tannish brown or this teal color. Sound is good. All right, cool. Thanks, Geek Ledger. Appreciate it. Geek Ledger. My eyes are like watering. I gotta look away from this for a second. So what time is it? Is it? Oh, it's 11:08. I can't pull yet. I was gonna show you. Okay, so over in our Discord, we do have a fun thing. Oh, the attendance sheet. Someone joined. Oh, that's you, Geek Ledger. Welcome. I didn't even see that you joined. That's fun. Well, if you'd like, this is always the fun part when we have somebody new come in. I love doing this on stream. So, if you look at the Pool Cards Here channel, you'll see a whole bunch of dice and then a lot of stuff that people have pulled. We created a whole digital card system in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. Totally free. There's nothing you can pay for. But it's a card collecting system. There's over 1,000 cards. There's 3 types. There are items, creatures and locations. And there's like a whole bunch of sets you can collect. But every day you can open up a new pack of cards. And so that's what people have been doing here. You can see El Burrier, which actually happens to be my wife. It's the funny part. So she pulled, for instance. Let's see. Where did she start? She got to pull 3. She hasn't pulled in a couple days. So she pulled Icewind Dale, which is a place. So how do you do that? If you go to the Pull Cards Here channel, and you type in / and then pull, you'll see a command pop up for pull. I know you can't see it behind my fat head right now. But you'll see / pull pop up. And then, oh, there you go. Tortle's on here. Tortle just pulled. He's in the stream right now. But when you hit enter, you'll be able to pick what kind you want to pull. So that could be either creatures, items, locations, or if you want to do random and just pull from them all randomly, you could do that. Okay, Geek Ledger. Okay, now you'll see here it has a number. It has a value, and that value is based off of the grade that the card was. It could be holographic, and also every card has a rarity, a CR, challenge rating, card rarity, something funny. So for your 3 pulls here, you had Long Saddle, which is cool because that's from the Honor Amongst Thieves expansion. You have a shield and another Long Saddle. You pulled 2 Long Saddles. Rick says he always pulls random. No real reason for it. So Geek Ledger, because this is your first time pulling, you actually get to do it 2 more times. Kind of like your starter set. So if you want to pull 2 more times, I have a feeling you're going to pull something massive here. Beginner's luck. People always pull crazy cards. I know that first 3 wasn't the most valuable cards. And you happen to pull 2 of the same, which is very unlikely. There you go. There's a better one. The High Forest, where the grandfather tree is. Where you can find unicorns, dryads, other fun magical creatures. Pulled the Whalebones. That one's a pretty basic one. And then a Ring of Protection. Hey, there you go. You got a Vernus. One of the 9 layers of hell, I think, right? Or is that one of the 7 layers of heaven? I don't remember. But yeah, worth 243. That's a good one. And then what else do you got? We have Hugh from the Lost Mines of Phandelver. That was the first set I wanted to complete. So that was a good one. And then a Black Dragon Wormling. So now we have a website that shows you your collection. So let's go here. It's the Hells. Okay. Because isn't that where Tiamat lives? I think, right? So Geek Ledger, we can now look at your collection here. So yeah, you can see that. Well, you might not be able to see. Hold on. There you go. You can see that Avernus was definitely the best. Yeah, part of the 9 Hells. So you can see here every card. Well, not every card, but most cards fit within a set. And you can see those sets here. So I'll go to the locations and the 9 Hells. What website is this? So if you go back to Discord, it's just Satchamon. No, it's morednd.com/Satchamon. But don't worry about that. If you go here and you type in /collection, now instead of /pool, if you type /collection, it'll pull up your top like 9 cards or something. But then you'll also see the website you can click to go to it. Which actually, that top website, I gotta find out why that doesn't work. The second website brings you to your collection. And then you can see all the other users. So when you go there, now you can see, for instance, I clicked locations and you can see the 9 Hells. These are the other 9 cards you gotta collect to complete that set. But if you collect it, you get a super cool title over in the Discord. So for instance, I will go over here to where I know I've talked. You can see in all the pink ones, all the pink are my titles. So I've got I am the Optic Overlord for collecting all the Gazers. I'm the Toll Collector for collecting all of the what are they called? Trolls, for collecting all the trolls. Got to pay the troll toll. So I am the Toll Collector. I'm the Coven Authority for collecting all the hags. The Gloved Guru for collecting all the hand things, like the gloves of missile snaring and stuff. So yeah, you get new titles every time you collect all the different sets. So lots of fun stuff there. You can sell your cards for gold. and then use that gold. You can trade, like, to trade with other people. You can trade cards with other people. I'm throwing a lot at you. You don't got to worry about all that right up front. But you just get to pull cards every day and try and build your collection. And then if you ever want to trade, you can just ask people and start trades. So lots of fun stuff. You get to pull a new card starting every day at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So in the next 45 minutes, you'll get to pull again. I'll definitely be on then, so I'll be pulling again. And then, what else? There is a leaderboard. I know that this is broken at times. Nope, it updated in 11.12. So, best collection, Sedator has the highest value collection. Good for you. Widget's up there, though. Widget, I didn't catch you at number 3. Good for you. Best cards of all time. So, the best cards in the game are a CR30, because that's the highest you can go. Challenge rating of 30, CR30. So, the best you can get is a CR30. Mid-condition, so a grade of 10. And holographic. There is a 1 in 10,000 chance of pulling one of those cards. And so far, 5 people have pulled them. So, and somehow Bobster pulled 2 of them. Oh, good point, Widget. And if you don't pull within a 24-hour span, that pool stores for you, but you can store up to 3. So it gives you 3 days grace to not come back and pull cards. And the best card today, Darth Nihilus pulled a 1500. Good for you. Good for you. So yeah, fun stuff over there. All right, I'm liking the cloud one. We need some source of light. What source of light am I going to do? Oh, I forgot to... Oh, actually, but this is in place, though, isn't it? Oh, we're good. Ooh. Put this here. But then we have a channel over there for DMs to just talk DM stuff. So as someone who's starting your journey as a DM, if you will, if you ever have any questions, lots of really good people over there, quick to answer. And I'm sure others will look for your input too, over time, as you perfect the art, if you will. All right. We need light here. We need light. NP Photo, welcome to the stream. NP Photo, what kind of light would you see in a cloud giant lair? This is interesting. Have y'all thought about creating a game around it? You probably couldn't make actual cards with art and whatever, but like, oh boy. Oh boy, Geek Ledger. So, regarding the game thing, people have talked about that. Talked about making games. Chandeliers, great idea. Chandeliers is a great idea. People have talked about making game. I have definitely said I don't personally have interest in making the game, but there are a couple people that started like crowdsourcing that and doing that themselves. I'm all for it. I think that's great. It's just above my time and effort to put towards that. However, I have been working on digital visual cards. There's so many, but I'm like 600 in at the moment. And I have some visuals of those. Hold on, let me... So, at some point, these are going to get released and come out. I just need to... I believe it's in Documents. Sachemon card images for presentations. All right. Although these aren't totally up to date, but I'll tell you what the difference is. So, for instance, this is the very first card. This is a Bloodhawk. Oh, hold on. Lower it a little so you can see the whole thing. So, this is the very first card, Bloodhawk, CR of 1/8. You'll get to see its card rarity, CR. You'll get to see what card number it is, the name of the card, an image of it, what type it is. You can see that it's a creature, obviously. What number it is in the different sets that it is. So this is number 1 of 323. In the bottom right, you'll see a symbol for what set it was released with. Right now, like the image I'm showing you, it says it in words. I have symbols there now. But the other thing you see is there's like smudges all over. So this is a grade of 5. It's got dirt and stuff all over it. You'll actually see differences in the different grades. Now here is an example of a holographic version of it, which is super cool. I love the holographics. So I'm stoked for when this comes out and you get to see the holos. And then here is a Oh, here it is at its base without any grade stuff to it. So that's just without the grades added. Now, the creature cards are red. The item cards are blue. So here's an item card without any grade effects to it. And so this is the goggles of the knight. You can see here, this also says 4 out of 10 for the headgear. So it's telling you that there are 10 cards within that small set, and this is the 4th one. And here's what it would look like with a grade of 3. So you can see now you've got the bend at the bottom of the card, you've got the scuff marks and stuff. And then here is what a blue hollow card would look like. Just super cool. I love the blue hollow. Big fan. Then here we have the location cards. And so here's a location card with anything done to it. The whale bones, you actually just pulled this. Geek Ledger, this is one that you have. So this is what the whale bones looks like. This is what a grade of 1 would look like. So we've got tears in it. It's really creased on one side. Lots of scuff marks. And then here's a green hollow, which also looks really good. And then just as an example of what a perfect mid-condition hollow Tarask CR30 card would look like. This is the holy grail. This is what you want to pull. So it's a grade of 10, and all the grade 10 cards, the mid-condition cards, you see this shiny border on the gray. So that tells you it's mid-condition. The holographics there. Now, this also has one other fancy thing. If you'll notice, my logo is part of the holographic here. There are 16 different holographic patterns, and 4 of them have my logo in them. So it's 1 in 10,000 chance of pulling this card, but then when you factor in... hold on, let me... Next song. Then when you factor in the odds of pulling in one with a logo on it, that's a 1 in 4 chance, because there's 4 in 16. So now it's a 1 in 40,000 chance, but there's only one holographic pattern with my logo that has 2 of my logos in it. See it in the bottom right corner there. So now that's a 1 in 160,000 chance of pulling this card, specifically. So, lots of fun there. There's always a chance for you to pull cards that no one has. There's never been a holographic unicorn pulled, I believe, that we just were talking about. So, those are super cool. Now, to make things even cooler, you have the chance of getting your own hero card in Satchamon in our Discord. We have events that you could win, and if you win, you get a hero card named after you. You get to decide kind of what your image looks like. I love free trading card games. I used to play a trading card game where you would pull randomized deck and then print it out and play with it. Super cool. It was a big public domain trading card game, so there wasn't really a big community, unfortunately. Got it. Yeah, I'm slowly growing this one. We're getting new collectors, I'm not going to say relatively often, but more frequently as time goes on. And it's super cool. I love that people enjoy it, and I love adding new things to it. I do have images for I'm trying to find out. Do you guys remember where I put the images of the heroes? Because they're super cool. I believe it was probably in the Satchamon chat. Give me 1 second. I'm scrolling up here. Because I imagine that's where they were. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, here we go. Random question. Do you stream on Twitch? I'd love to follow you over there if you do. I do. No, I typically only do that for Wednesdays. So I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. This is what the back of the cards look like, by the way. I know that's a little hard to see there. Don't worry, Heroes Haven. I still remember you. Yeah, I know. Bring back Heroes Haven. I do stream over on Twitch, typically on Wednesdays. I have much less of a following on Twitch than on here or over on TikTok. So I haven't dedicated a lot of effort to that one yet. But I do stream over there. The Wednesday stream, you can see behind my head here. See this Midweek Monster Mash? What I do on Wednesdays is I do a battle between heroes and monsters. And that's all it is it's an encounter between those two. I control everything. But you guys, as the viewers, have all opportunity to sway the battle. Maybe you want to help the monsters and bring in more. Or maybe you want to help the heroes and bring in another hero or heal the heroes. Give them more actions. Give them health potions. For the monsters, you can also give them extra actions. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do to sway the battle, which is a lot of fun. People love picking a side, monsters or heroes. And it changes every week who wins. Only just these past 2 weeks have the heroes won twice in a row, and that's the first time that's happened. So I'm going to be doing not this map this Wednesday, but this will happen on one of these Wednesdays. At Widget, I enjoy that someone else has noticed he struggles to stick with one hobby for an extended period of time. Shouldn't you be asleep? Shouldn't you be asleep? That's my wife, Geek Ledger. But yeah, so we do those really fun streams on Wednesdays, and I stream those on Twitch as well. So definitely will be doing that. Yes, I should. I'm trying to find where I had the hero cards. I could have sworn it was in the Sachemon one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So here's Widget's card. Widget, who's in the chat. Hold on. Let me... Oh, you guys can see that. Never mind. You're good on YouTube. You can't see it on TikTok, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Rick. So this is Widget's card because he was the first one to collect all of the creature cards. Here is Jesse's card for winning the treasure hunt event that we did. Here is Nimbian's card for slaying Tiamat in the Tiamat event that we did. Casey Krieg, brutal takedown, Linz. I just saw you said that. Shady Cloud took down Orcus in our Orcus event, so this is Shady Cloud's card. And then everybody decided that I should have mine, even though I don't feel like I earned it. I was given my own card. So here is More D&D, the creator card. I love the D&D and other TTRPG community. So many creative people. I follow a dude on Twitch who created a D&D tabletop, MMORPG. All the games on his stream and his Discord happen in the same world. That is awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I love this community too. There's always so many cool things happening. So I totally agree. We also have another card we got to make here. And maybe someone else. Am I missing somebody? I know Dieter collected all the items. Whomper. I got to get Whomper's card at some point. So we have 2 more. And then we have promo cards. When we do those events, we have promo cards that we release only for those events. And I know I did images of those. And I assume that they are up here. 1 second. I'm working on it. I know they're here. This was all the Christmas event stuff that we did, which was a lot of fun. Here we go. This is what the promos will look like. So we had a Venom Fang promo card that we did. It's wild. Players can switch parties. All the DMs meet once a week to update the world wiki and timeline. So that's crazy. That is so much effort. Good for them. Good for them. Man, that would be super cool just to meet up once a week, get with a bunch of people doing the same thing you are. This is the promo code that we did when we had Orcus, the Orcus event. And this is the promo card we did. This was for the treasure one, right? I think. Treasure Seeker, for those of you in the chat. I think this was for the Treasure Seeker event. Or was this one I'm pretty sure. We have more. These are just the 3 that I've made so far. So that's what the promos look like. And here's what a hollow hero card looks like. So eventually I will get these images finished and my wife will stop yelling at me for not sticking to one hobby. Because look, it's always running up here, right? Like it's always going about the cool things I could be doing. You just wait till I get this pinball machine. Then I'm going to be a pinball machine addict. Who needs more? Get a skateboard. Yeah, Casey, how's the skateboard hobby going, dude? Sounds like a sweet West Marches style campaign. Same world, but lots of stories at the same time. Yeah, it sounds awesome. Red Bull, go boy. Lights. Alright, I heard chandelier earlier. Great, I want to buy another. The longboard is fun. Trying to do tricks and fall down. I almost feel like I should go magic-y with the lighting somehow here. What is this? Whoa. Nope. That ain't it. That ain't it. A mood lantern? Oh no, it changes colors. I don't like it. I should be able to select the color. Magical utility. I don't think this is gonna be it. Nope. And magical furniture. Okay, so we just need to go back to lights. I know we said chandeliers. I don't typically go with hanging stuff. Oh. How did I not see this earlier? Oh, we're putting this in the center of the table for sure. Schlaue Neutscher. Is this a... Oh, this is a lantern. Or a light. Oh, this is perfect. This is definitely the one we're doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is wicked. And everyone a red balloon. In the dust that was a city. Yeah, that seems super cool. And I need something over here. I need some kind of statue or something. Should I do... Oh, a lion? Should I do a lion? Massive lion statue? Make room for it in the clouds here? No, oh, yeah. Oh, but he's falling. Never mind. I thought he was standing up straight. What is this? Oh, a planter? We could do that. Is there an eagle? Let's find out. There's a lot of gargoyles. I will also search, because yeah, I feel like we could do this, but with an eagle on it. Let me see. Because the gargoyles would be a little sketchy. All right, hold on. Steam Workshop, browse assets, statue. Ooh, yikes. Like a death statue? Oh, this is cool. Fairy reading us. This is adorable. Fairy reading statue bird bath? Yeah. Needs to be a giant bird bath. Alright, so I probably should use the eraser tool, but I'm already here. Ooh, keep that last one. I will keep. The party would never suspect that to be a weeping angel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I also could see like a giant owl or something standing on the back of it. Will you be there holding my hand? No. 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 Rick, I appreciate the likes. See if you do that on Wednesday to help out those monsters. You going monsters again? I meant to ask you. The monsters have lost 2 weeks in a row. I don't think there's any way they lose this week. In my opinion. There you go. How do we feel about that? I'll always be with monsters, says Rick. I kind of don't like... Yeah, I'm kind of cool with it that way. Because I feel like she's just in the way of getting to the water. You know? Amanda Jones, welcome to the stream. How do we feel about that? The greatness of a superhero is measured by the greatness of the villain. All right. That looks very cloudy. Okay, now for the storm giants, which earlier they said like a shipwreck would be cool. The vibes of a shipwreck. This map is super cool. I really like this map. Big fan. All right, so if we're going shipwreck, we need basic, like wooden beam pillars. Yeah, like this, but like larger. It's coming along very well. Yeah, I think so too. Appreciate it. Come on, we can have a fancier wooden beam that is square and not mansion looking. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Bring it back down tonight. Ooh, ooh. Ba, ba. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I feel obligated to have some kind of... Like, wouldn't they want to be in the water? I feel like they would. But unfortunately, the pools, like, you have to place them in the ground for some reason. Like, it will not let me raise these up. Or make them bigger or anything. Bring it back down tonight. Let's look at the fountain here. Like, I wish I could get a fountain without the fountain. I can't bring... I can't make any of these bigger? Okay. Yeah, this is cool, except for the fact that it's marble. Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said maybe, please. I want a fountain without the fountain. 2025. You know what I mean, darn it. The thing. I don't know what you call it. A fountain, I know, is like the big thing, but what do you call the part that shoots the water out? I need a fountain without a motor. Without a T917 motor from, I don't know, Hearst. That's a boiler company. Let's see. I guess let's start with tables. Select chairs, dum-dum. All right. What would be a cool sunken ship? All right, there we go. Well, meh. Okay. Bowling for Soup. Did we already listen to this today? Ooh. Monday night and I'm waiting. This is actually a really nice table. I would like this in real life, please. I would like this in real life. And when she walks, all the wind blows in. Let's say this goes over here. I don't think I'm going to keep this window. I'm going to get rid of all windows. No windows here to be had. Okay. I like that. We need more sea creature stuff. Whoa. Whoa. The crystal fountain is super cool, just not for here. Best that she'll never have. There's like a Nautilus theme. There was a Nautilus theme. What happened to that? Turntables. She likes them with a mustache. Alright, so then let's go back here. Do they have water pits? They do. Oh, wait. This could be cool. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Woo! That was way cooler than I anticipated. Hear me out. Hear me out. With fishnets on. Alright, I've got a plan here. Let's bring this here. Okay. Alright, I'm liking that. Let's go back to the flooring where we just were. And then... And I think we could have a step here. What about linking the walkway with the water similar to the lava? Yeah. So, what I'm thinking, we run this down here. We run this down here. And, yeah, I was thinking about a water walkway. I'm thinking what I'm going to do instead is actually make like a little step down. Joyce Dunbar, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. If I go to the grate, where were those at? Here. Ooh, what about like this color? Yeah. And then do like, hold on, let me find a staircase that I like. Shopping carts, goodbye. We got one more night. Let's get drunk and ride around. Okay, I think it's in utility that I'm looking for. Right, yeah, that's not it. That's not what we're looking for. I need to go to utility. Throw it away. Utility. Is it step? Yes. Kind of use the fading of the water for this, you know? How's that look? Yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking that. Yeah. Heck yeah. Now, the only thing is I feel like... Well, he'd have stuff here. Would he want like a tape? No, it's fine. He's fine. Hours. Now, what would go on this side? Over here. Because he's got his work table here. Very nice, says DJ Widget. He's got his work table over here. I don't know what's going to go there. I could put a shark. I don't know. Oh, yeah. What are they called? The Port to starboard! The helm! Is the helm the right word? That's gonna pull up helmet if I say helm. The ship's helm? Ship's wheel? They just call it a wheel? Oh, I guess they... Ship's wheel. Yeah, I guess it is just a wheel. I thought it was called like the helm or something. Did I feel like this would be cool, actually. Just like back here. Like a decorative... Maybe this is from some famous ship that didn't quite make it. I had to Google it. Yeah, was Helm actually right? I know you said Helm. Was that actually correct? What I think would be cool would be a globe. But like a giant size one. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Your Grace, you can't steer the temple. Aye, but I like making it spin. And he just shoves the wheel down. Yeah, it's the helm. I don't think TikTok is letting all my messages through. You know, TikTok really gets in the way a lot of times. With the likes and the messages... this would probably be on the table. Oh, there definitely needs to be a map on here. Definitely needs to be a map. Do we have a map? This is the closest we have to a map. I could upload a map, but that's okay. This is fine. And probably put like a couple scrolls here. Bigger scrolls. Whoa. 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 There we go. Got it. All right. I like it because of convenience. I can have it going on my phone next to me while I'm browsing on the computer. Yeah, I like using it too. It's obnoxious how sometimes it just doesn't work. It's the only part that's killing me. All right, I like the ship's wheel there. Super cool. I need something right here. What's going to go here? I have no idea. No idea. At some point, I need you to send me the rules for Arc Ball. I have to edit those. It ended up being broken and only worked for Evocation Wizards. I unfortunately had a bard in it that couldn't do anything. But you can always adjust it. I gotta go find them. The other night, I think I put it over 6K likes that it wouldn't accept. Yeah, I did the same thing for another stream. For Dungeon Alchemist. They were streaming. I did the same thing. They were at 1.7, and I put them up to 10,000 because they bet the TikTok wouldn't, and I was the only one watching. And I did it, and it accepted like the first 2,000, and then didn't accept the rest. What about like a giant hammock? Would a hammock be funny? Would he even fit here? Actually, I wouldn't even do this one. I would do this one. I don't know this song. Do we have a ship in a bottle? All right, hold on. I could maybe make one. But I'm gonna check the assets first, see if they have one. All right. They do. That's definitely got some cool plot hooks. I like it, Widget. I like it. That needs to be its own table or just that size. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty wicked. I like it. Now I just need some lighting. Did they have Nautilus lighting? No, they had a Nautilus chest. Let's see. Come on. Would I do just a lantern? Like an oil lantern? So, wall-mounted. Not torches. Wall-mounted lanterns. What is this? Yeah, would it just be... Oh, what's this? This one's cool. I hate that I cannot make these bigger. I can't get it to turn. Alright, there's that. Put this here. Okay. Put this here. And put this here. I've never listened to... I didn't even notice it, Widget, until you just said it. I've never listened to the words to that. I just can't wait to pick you up on our very first date. Is it wrong if I think it's lame to dance? I'm just scared of what you think. Da-na-na. This night lasts forever, forever. At the front here, I want like some kind of, I feel like a dolphin statue would be really cool. When you smile, it melts inside. What is this? Serpentine? No. Sphinx? No. No. Unicorn? This is my playlist. Dude, this map is gorgeous. Thanks, Widget. Yeah, I think so. This is turning out way, way better than I anticipated. I didn't know what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. And there's a lot of stuff. What I really like about it is that, and I don't know if I'll end up doing anything great with it, but there's a lot of stuff to utilize in it during the battle. They can hide behind statues and whatnot. Yeah, I want like a dolphin statue. She ain't it. Although, I haven't used her. Oh, what is this? What is this? What? Is that an octopus? It is! Yeah! I don't know what to do with it, but it's an octopus. I feel obligated to do something with it. Should I... I almost feel like I should move the posts. Should I center the... Do you guys think I should center the columns with this? Should I bring the columns to the middle? Put a crystal in the flower, a bunch of pearls, something undersea and expensive. I like it. I'm going to do that. You guys tell me, should I move the columns to the side while I do that? I did download those shells. Let's see if there's a pearl. All right, hold on. Let me go back to, because I was looking for a different type of shell earlier. Symbol of Eno, pristine. I don't know what that is. Egg, snail shell. Should I do like 2 of these types of shells? Shell 2 is kind of cool. Oh wow, this is huge. I guess I thought that the octopus was bigger. No, I don't like it. I can do better. I can do better. Woohoo! Oh, I could Google golden egg school. All right, let's see if they have a pearl here. Nope. Oh, why? Let me think. Something fun and undersea that a storm giant staying in like an underwater sunken ship style room would have. I mean, I could do the crystal. Let's see what kind of crystal they have. A Twimmer catcher. I don't know what that is. Oh, he's cool. Let's go to the Magic-y section, see what we got in here. Because I could put something that doesn't necessarily even make sense. Like that pedestal there. I don't know what that is. A compass would be cool, like a fancy compass. Alright, the octopus is cool. I don't know if it's working. But this thing looks cool. Should I put this over here? What does this say? It says it's an armillary? What's an armillary? If anybody knows. Watch him as they go. A diviner's font. Straighten that out. Crystal ball looks out of place. Looks out of place there. I already have the globe. Oh, what if you put it in the dish? I think it definitely looks better than on top. A model of objects in the sky on the celestial sphere consisting of a spherical framework of rings centered on Earth or the sun. Oh, so it's more like spacey than underwater-y. But they got to know about the tides, you know? And how are they going to calculate when the moon's coming around with one of these things? Used to chart things like eclipses, planetary alignment, etc. What if we... I mean, the magic-y orb thing is cool, but it doesn't really make any sense. Maybe that cool fancy shell I downloaded earlier? What is this? No idea what that is. No idea what that is, mate. Okay, so then Dancing Snowman, Janu's Totem. What is that? Is that a cat? I don't know what that is. Yeah, none of these are really good for me. So, although this could go here technically because it's got a nice gold bottom too. But I don't like it. Just a small shell. A small shell makes sense. Makes sense. He's just trying to keep it homey while he's here. Alright. Okay. So we've got... I think this should be a little bigger. Tell me all that you've gone away. Because he's a storm giant. They're the biggest, you know? They're the biggest. Doom, 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 digga, digga, digga. Ooh, I did make that exceptionally larger, though. I don't know if they're that much bigger. Whoa, what's up with these lights? What's happening there? Whoa. Whoa. What happened here? Okay. I didn't even notice that. Tell me. Find out. Okay. So that storm giant's gonna feel right at home. Alright, and I like that the path brings you down to any of them. Now, I do need to edit this a little bit. So what I envision for out here is this is at like the top of a mountain, right? So, oh, bad pull luck and the shop's garbage. Nuts. All right, here we go. It's eating me apart. All right. Here we go. It's about time my luck's turned around. Here we go. What kind of luck? I thought I heard somebody now. I have 76 gold. I kept thinking I was hearing somebody talking to me there. I'm losing my mind. I mean, I got a hollow, so that's good. Rick! Ooh. Alright, I'm not going to complain after Rick's pulls. I'm not going to complain. And you said shop's a bust, eh? Yeah, nothing I need. Nothing I need. Nuts! Yeah, so I envision this being on a hill of sorts. And let's see. What do I envision the top of this looking like? That's the real question. I feel like we need some kind of, like, underneath of this pillar. Can I make an octagon? What happens if I do this? Is that even octagon shaped? I don't think so. 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess it's close. Will the roof of it be an issue for an overhead map? It will. It 100% will. And I haven't figured out what I'm going to do about that yet. Let's see what happens with this. No! Why? I don't think it's what I want anyway. Alright, let me think. Let me think. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. A doy. I'll get rid of those, don't worry. Even though it doesn't look terrible, I will get rid of those. I could use pillars instead. Maybe what I'll do is I will take images with this. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's, Alright, let's get some white pillars. Do we have any white pillars that branch out to show that it's like... column? Oh, does this make an arch? It looks like it does, doesn't it? Mmm. Alright. First, I need to make this match up. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Let's go there. Bring it down a little more. Oh, no. Back up you go. Back up you go. Okay. There's that. If we... Alright. Now go back to the pillars. So, am I able to, do you think, use like one of these? But I need like double height, or double, whatever I'm trying to say right now. Okay, so this needs to be a little shorter. Or is that, that's probably too small, isn't it? Too small. Alright, so we just go straight columns then. Okay. Damn. Alright. Let's get a top-down view here so we can get this right. Get this lined up. One night and one more time. Right there. And then this one will go here. This one will go here. And straight up. Does this one not work that way? What? What in the world? Oh, there we go. Line that up. Probably don't need this. We've got the 6 columns. Oh, yeah. Although, they probably can't fit in here, can they? Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Where's the grid? I need to see the grid. File, settings, grid. Oh, shoot. File, settings, grid. Save. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a little tiny. It's a little tiny. Which means I need to make this bigger. Shoot. Ooh. Okay, hold on. This could be made easy. If I... Hey, there we go. Okay. Doom, doom, doom. Have you guys seen this? It is so funny. There's a video of a guy complaining about people that make fun of him because he sits when he pees. And the video itself is hilarious. But someone turned it into a Midwest emo song with this as the track in the background. It's chef's kiss. It's so funny. To go on, you'll be sorry when I'm gone. Never heard of that, but now I have to go searching. Good luck. I tried finding it one time. It took me so long. I was able to. But okay, I'll give you this. I know he's wearing a tuxedo. I believe he has longer hair backwards. He's like standing in a kitchen or something. Maybe the bathroom. I don't know. He's standing in some room complaining about it. So funny. Doom, doom, doom. I never thought I'd die alone. This is still kind of tiny, isn't it? Poured it up. Of apple juice in the hall. Mom, this is not her fault. Okay. What does like sunset look like? Or sunrise? Okay. So make this tiny. No, don't do that. Make this tiny. No! Don't be so sensitive. No! Hello. I can find the rant, but not with the blink backing track. Well, I'm glad you found the rant. Just imagine that with with this song in the background. Why? Till I get up. Lower the terrain. Okay. Another day, thinking about you all the time, and I'm here waiting, and dude looks like he just got home from high school orchestra concert, and this is what was his mind. Wow, yeah, like it's that's why I said he's got the tux on. He's in a random room in his house, and he's just complaining about it's so funny. So funny. I'm gonna have to find it later now. Together we now I feel like I mean, this is almost perfect. It may even be perfect as is. What do you think? This could be the one last chance to make you understand. Alright, file, save as. I think I like it. I was thinking about adding stuff to the front entrance here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to keep that as is. You go in, All right, let me get the grid off now. All right, so they're climbing up the mountain to the area where they'll be... Oh, I should... I close my eyes. Yeah, because I imagine they would walk here as well. There's like a way to walk up from the front too. Yeah, so they walk up this massive hill to the top where they've got this entrance, and inside of it, I never made these bigger. All right, hold on, that'll be easy. I do anything. All right, delete that. Delete that. Make that bigger. Somehow I can't put you in the best I do. Yeah, we need much bigger. Okay. Yeah. So they walk up. You've got the hill giant who's knocked over a tree. It looks complete as is. Thank you. Thank you. I'm thinking the same thing. You got the stone giant who's got his chest buried in the rocks there. And then you've got the hill giants who's kind of stuck in the mud. Then you go a little further to the frost giant haven here. Got icicle glaciers popping up. I probably should add a few more of these, huh? Did it put a dopamine? No, you gotta just do one. Alright, there you go. Up a little, scale it down some, bring it down a little, slide it over. Okay. All right. Should I get rid of the snow? Does the snow look stupid? I'm getting rid of the snow. Snow doesn't fit in. Okay. So now, yeah, we've got the frost giant section. Then on this side, ooh, the fire giant section. And then we go over here to the cloud giants that have a little fun owl standing on the bird bath. And then finally, the storm giants who have the step down into the water. And they've got a cool table over there with a bottle. I like it. I like it. I'm a huge fan. File, save as. I'm going to call, what did I say this was? Towering Terror map. Towering Terror map. I like it. Very cool. Very cool, because the columns are just decorative. They're not even doing anything. So it's okay that this one doesn't have any and this one doesn't have any. And then top down, looks like that. Sick. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it for the night. Yeah, this Wednesday, heads up, we've detected audio in your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. If you plan to continue, please ensure. Okay, got it. Yeah, so this Wednesday, we are doing the Dunes of Doom. We are not doing this one, Towering Terror. We are doing the Dunes of Doom, which we already have the map for. I don't have that open at the moment. So when you tune in, you're not going to see this one, but that's okay. We will have this one at some point when we do the Towering Terror. Maybe I'll do that one next week for fun. But in the meantime, I am going to go to sleep because tomorrow I got to finish getting Wednesday's stream ready, and I'm already going to be exhausted because it's 12:30. So, for those of you hanging out, I appreciate you hanging out. Excited to have some more people over in the Discord. Did you get the message about you? Okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. Side note, speaking of Discord, I don't know if you guys saw that Jay comment in Discord talking about, asking if I saw the message about Gamebox. Super cool stuff, actually, that they're doing. It's definitely in its infancy stage. They have a Kickstarter for it. They kind of wanted me to look over it and review it because they saw my video where I used the digital setup. They are developing... They're not calling it a VTT. I don't know what they want to call it. It's very VTT-esque, but it's designed specifically for virtual gaming at the table. You would not use this program for online, but virtual gaming at the table, where there's things specifically made for using a digital map case. And so, like just as an example, if you use a digital map case now with Foundry or Owlbear or whatever that may be, you have to log in as a player on that screen. They said, no. Make it one thing. Just have it to where it controls that screen from yours. You don't have to control the player's screen and yours. It's just you're displaying there. They're not going to see other random things to manage that screen on their end. So that was just one example. But they've asked me to go through it and look at it and give them some thoughts because I had a whole YouTube video on my digital setup. And so I did. I went through, I checked it out. They gave me full access to it at the moment to review it. And I sent them a whole Word document of things that, I think that are useful and such. And so as they continue to update it and do so, I may end up I don't know when they would want me to, but I may make a video that sends it out to all of you to get you to look at it and stuff. So very cool concept. The guys are super responsive, very nice. So look for that in the future. I just happen to see it when I look back over here on Discord. So anyway, I'm getting out of here. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will catch you maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. See you guys later.